Hey guys and gals, Overdash's Boyskin here, and I am extremely hyped for two things. One of them being this new set of dance pads that I was introduced to by a member in the DDR ITG fan community, uh, with this new company called Impulse. Or the Impulse platform. And it is like an almost downright middle ground between what my current dance pad, the Omega GX, is, mixed with the arcade pads. So it looks like they're going to have the same thin form factor that the Omega GX and Omega PX pads have. But at the same time, have a few more pro features added on, which I might invest in. And the really cool part that I was seeing in one of their videos, and even a few of their pictures that they post up on Facebook, which I'm definitely hyped for these dance pads, is they light up. So it's going to be like an arcade experience. Because, I mean, I could, if I move enough stuff around, I could probably fit a DDR arcade machine here. But I'm not. I just would never have the money, let alone the strength and time to get that working. That's my problem. So I'm sticking with the good old gaming rig there, and Stepmania for the meantime, or I guess they're calling it Rhythm Horizons is the game they're heavily supporting putting out a software package for, but this will be kind of a cool thing. The other thing I'm really hyped about is AMD Zen and the Raven Ridge CPUs and APUs. I'm hyped for this for two reasons. I've decided to hold off on buying a new laptop till about next year, just with the factor of the Raven Ridge launch itself. I'm waiting for that, and also I might not go Intel after all. I might just go all in with AMD come next year for my editing rig. So because I've been hearing it really is on par, if not better, than the Core i7 6700K right now, and they're about to benchmark it against the 6900K and 7700K. So we're going to see what kind of performance we're going to get out of this. Granted, I'm going to be waiting for people like Jay's 2 Cents, Pulse Hardware, PC Perspective, and Bitwit, formerly Awesome Sauce. I'm going to wait for them and see what the benchmarks pull from their ends. Then we'll see where we go from there. And what I might end up doing with the hardware of my old rig, I might just transfer over to a mini ITX solution and make the APU system my media box, and just run it as, something for a multimedia machine rather than a gaming box. And then turn this new project into the all-in-one gaming rig. So, yeah. Um, to the people who are deciding to come on here and just put down hate comments, call me a fuckwit and whatnot, I'm not really so much gonna let you face me. I'm just gonna block you. It's as simple as that. So, I'm sorry if it came off as kind of a douchebag. I was just feeling a bit like down, if you will, because I felt like I'm taking the PC Master Race thing a little bit too far, and I should stop trying to convert everybody I know and just let them game on whatever platform they want. If they love it, they love it. I mean, yeah, PC's great and all. I have to pay for online multiplayer or any of that and shit ton of mods, but at the end of the day, you know, it is a bit more expensive and a bit more trial and error than a console has, and unfortunately, with Rockstar Games, I don't know if they'll take a 2-year deal after releasing Red Dead Redemption 2 to possibly release it on PC, but I highly doubt that because it's been nearly 10 years since Red Dead Redemption 1 came out, and they did not ever release it for PC. I mean, they just released Bully Scholarship Edition to PC, but I don't see Red Dead Redemption coming to PC. Same thing possibly with Destiny 2. And when I saw Destiny, it looks fun. Especially the Sparrow Racing League. That's what has me attached to it right now. So, I definitely want to get on board with the Sparrow Racing League, and which is probably the one reason, and the only reason, I'll ever go back and buy an Xbox One and go that route. Granted, I am thinking I'm more so going to get the S model with the adapter for the Kinect and everything, and then have the Kinect on top of my TV as well, and I might be doing some Twitch streams of the Sparrow Racing League later on. So, but for the meantime, I think I'm probably going to do some streams of Postal 2. And especially once I get to... Well, actually, no. I might try to do the whole Postal saga for you guys on Twitch and Hitbox. And I just need to buy Postal 3. Although, yeah, Running with Scissors, I know you've completely disowned it. And I can kind of see why. Because it kind of went into development hell and didn't exactly turn out the way you wanted it to. But I'm willing to give the game a chance and go off my own playthrough and go for my opinions from there. And I can care less which ending I get. I've seen both the good and the bad ending. Thank you to Snake Ra. Yeah, he's the one guy I've watched play Postal 2 and 3. Mostly because I can actually stand his commentary. PewDiePie, on the other hand, I just cannot get into this guy. I can't I don't understand PewDiePie. I will never get him. I tried giving the first I tried giving him a 2-episode shot of his Postal 2 playthrough. Because, I mean, Ryan Witzers kind of promoted his playthrough. I figured, oh, this might go well. Yeah, not exactly the kind of... Just not how I envisioned the Let's Play to go, but... I'm more of, like, a subdued kind of person. I'm not all hyper, off-the-wall type of commentary that PewDiePie does. That's not what I'm into. And the constant screaming and... The rest of my viewers know this is pretty much what most of these mega YouTubers do with their Let's Plays. Mostly those like PewDiePie and Markiplier when they're playing horror titles. So, anyways, peace out. Oh, yeah, and to the ones saying for me to sell my PC and go back to the peasantry, fuck off.